Zainaba, an obedient village girl. Jitar was one of the nearest villages from the state capital. It was just a 15-minute drive from Bauchi City. At Ungwar Kanawa, there lived a humble person who was respected by all for his humility and uprightness. Even though Malam Habu was not a rich person, but he extended his hands of gesture with little wealth he had. This made him popular in the community. Zainaba was the only daughter to Malam Habu. She had a humble background and good moral upbringing. At the age of 10, she could read and write and also speak English language but not fluently. The tradition of people living in Jitar was if a girl reached the age of puberty, she would be married off immediately. Apart from her brilliance, Zainaba was the most beautiful girl in the entire village and its neighboring communities. The talks of her beauty spread all over and became the talk of the town. At the age of 16, Zainaba's beauty became more pronounced. Her shiny white teeth, soothing voice, and admirable face attracted suitors from far and near. Malam Habu wished his daughter to get married in a city to an educated person because doing so would enable her acquire secular education and become a university graduate. One day, he summoned his daughter and her mother, Marka, for an emergency family meeting. He expressed his intention to them. Despite Zainaba had someone she loved, but she overwhelmingly agreed to her father's request. One day, when Zainaba was sent to an errand by her mother, she met a tall gentleman who introduced himself as Noura. He expressed his love to her. She, in return, out of bashfulness, said, "In our village tradition, you are supposed to seek for permission from my father, and if granted, then you can proceed with your love proposal." Full of smiles, he said, "No problem, I will act as you suggested." Nora was a civil engineer who supervised a road construction project in Jitar village. He lived with his parents in Bauchi City. His father was a lecturer in one of the universities in the state. Nora was highly educated in both secular and Islamic education. Nora's father conducted a thorough investigation about Zainaba's family. He was satisfied with the outcome of the investigation. Therefore, he approached Zainaba's parents, seeking for their permission to allow them engage in love relationship. After a thorough investigation was made about the Noura's family, her father gave his consent. This culminated into a serious relationship. Within a short period, they were in love with one another so much that it became a topic of discussion in the entire village of Jitar. After paying the dowry, bride price, a date was fixed for the wedding. On the wedding day, Jitar welcomed a large number of guests from all the nooks and crannies of the state. The wedding became a talk of the town. Noura settled with his wife in Bauchi City and enrolled her in Government Science Secondary School. A year after, she gave birth to a baby boy who was named Al-Amin. She further continued with her education up to university, where she studied medicine and surgery. Her father was so excited when he heard the news of her graduation. He thanked God for fulfilling his dream. Zainaba was posted to Jitar village as a medical doctor for the National Youth Service. Upon her completion of the program, she established a nursery and primary school there. She also started awareness campaign on girl-child education. Within a few years of sensitization, people of Jitar village and its neighboring communities started enrolling their children into school, which resulted to the graduation of women of different specialities. Zainaba surprised her parents with the exciting news that she would sponsor their Hajj pilgrimage to Saudi Arabia. Her father said, "Zainaba, you are indeed a virtuous and obedient child. May God bless you." From that day on, Zainaba kept progressing in her life and was even conferred with the prestigious traditional title of Zinia Riyar Jitar, Gold of Jitar.